Everybody,
Hello.
sorry, I think it was us that was a little bit late to the party.
We got customers in.
Sorry about that. We're Mike and Tracy. We are the directors of the drama department, our new home here in Bredbury, at Harper's, which was formerly known as the Rat Pit.
Desperately trying to get rid of that name.
We took over the building here in August last year, unbeknownst to us how long the pandemic was going to go on for, but we needed a new home for our young members that come to us every week for musical theatre, dance and drama and singing lessons. So we moved in here. We were formerly at the Hatherlow Sunday School, and unfortunately, throughout the pandemic, they've decided that they're not reopening the building. So we were almost kind of forced out and forced into finding a new premises, of which, we were lucky enough to acquire this building, as I said, in August. On moving in, we could see a massive potential in the building for all sorts of different things, not only for our young members, who now membership for us is about 130 kids on the books, which is just phenomenal in the 3 years that we've been running, but also use the building for community use. The beauty of us running our classes from here is that we can operate at any time for our members, and we've got those classes in place already. But there's plenty of times throughout the week that the building can be used for other things. So at the moment now, we've already got booked in baby sensory, line dancing, ballroom dancing, singing lessons, a choir, hopefully in the very near future. What else?
Choir is the big one.
Tai Chi, sword fighting. There's all sorts, and also we purposely leave the building free on Friday nights and Saturday nights for people to have private functions in the room as well. So it's really exciting. There's a room within the building, which is the room that we're in now. We wanted to keep this as a bit of a hub for parents. So the idea was always that what always happens with the kids at school is that parents go pick them up from school, they race home to get changed really quick, throw the tea down, and then get back to us for the sessions. And the idea was that this room would become a hub for them, so that they could come straight from school, they could get changed, they could have the tea here, and then they could go into the sessions, the musical theatre sessions or the dancing sessions, nice and relaxed, fed and watered, and ready to give the best. Unfortunately, Tracy and I were both made redundant from our day jobs in December. So we decided that we were going to open the room as a cafe and serve the community of Bredbury all day, every day. So that's what we're doing. Business has been slow for obvious reasons. But we're here, we're cracking on, we're making plans.
Getting lots of jobs done.
Loads of jobs done, being really creative, which is what we're best at.
Quite dangerous.
Yeah, it's a bit dangerous sometimes. We've just actually booked a musical to perform at Harper's in the main hall in June. So obviously it's going to be a limited audience. It's just a two-hander musical, so there's just two people in it, a very small band. The audience will be about 30 deep, that's all, so it'll be very intimate. The actors will be very exposed, but it's just something that's a little bit different. We can open our doors again to the community of Bredbury, come and sample a bit of culture. But yeah, it's really exciting. As I said, there's all sorts of other things going on throughout the week that we're going to be shouting out about a lot more in terms of what's going on in the building, like the baby sensory and the Tai Chi and the bounce classes. So the keep fit classes, that's bounces, tiny little individual trampolines that you do fitness exercise on. It's a bit bonkers, but
I've just organised a mums and tots morning, but I've not actually told Mike about that yet because he was in the other room doing something.
There we go. So yeah, it's really exciting. We're here and we can't wait to kind of just be part of the community and for people to come and introduce themselves and us to get out a bit more as well. So, we touched on the musical that we're doing. It's just really exciting. I've just had a question there. The musical, it's called The Last 5 Years, It's a heartbreaking musical. It's very modern, set in the modern day, but it's about a couple, and it's the story of their relationship. It's really quirky in the fact that she starts at the beginning of the relationship, he starts the musical at the end of the relationship, and they kind of cross in the middle. It sounds very complicated, but it's not. It's really, really creative. The music is stunning.
We do need tissues.
A Zoom play, potentially, yeah. I mean, all our sessions for the last 6 months predominantly have been on Zoom. The problem that we've got is finding that connection to make it consistent throughout, and then you've got the sound and things like that. The cafe is takeaway only at the moment. We've got a basic menu, so we're doing all specialty teas and coffees. So you can get your cappuccinos, your lattes, your espressos. Basic food menu. We do paninis, breakfast sandwiches. We do afternoon teas, pancake platters for tasty treat at the weekends and things like that. We have got menus that you can pop in. You can take them away, have them at home. You can give us a ring and put your order through. We've been inundated. All our advertising at the moment has been on social media, and we've put out a big advert for Mother's Day platters, predominantly afternoon teas and pancake platters. We've been inundated. We are about to have the busiest weekends that we have ever had in our lives. It's really exciting. So yeah, we're doing takeaway, and they're all predominantly pick up for this weekend. So if you haven't got any anything sorted for Mother's Day, give us a ring. We'll sort your platter out.
We'll do it quick because we're nearly sold out.
Yeah. So yeah, it's still exciting, but that's us kind of in a nutshell. And if anybody wants to pop in, so we do get people coming in that remember it from being the Rat Pit, and they're just intrigued, and we are more than happy to show people around and come and see what we've done with the place. It does look great. We're really proud of what we've done so far. One of the back room here, we're turning into it's going to be like a private function room. It's going to be called the sewing room, and we've acquired, I'm really excited about this, all these Singer sewing machines. So the private gym bar is going to be called the sewing room, which you can hire out for any small functions that you might want to come and sit in there. We can do food platters, obviously when we're allowed to. It's looking about some time that we're allowed to do that. But yeah, that's kind of us in a nutshell. Come and see us. It'll be really nice for us to meet people. Thank you, Angel. Is that all right, Dan?
Brilliant, thank you both. Yeah, just to kind of say to everyone else, I was super keen to invite Mike and Tracy to meet some of you and to kind of say a bit about what they do, because we met, was it February time?
Yeah, it was.
And I got to go and see the cafe space. It's brilliant if you love musical theatre like I do, because there's songs in the background all the time. But yeah, they're really community minded as well, and we touched on, didn't we, about the idea of a community choir and potentially using more local spaces as youth club settings and that kind of stuff. So
absolutely,
kind of get everybody together really, just to kind of say, introduce you all first of all, and kind of hopefully spark some inspiration for how we can all work together.
Absolutely.
So I'll bring it back onto gallery view so I can see everyone. And yeah, anybody got any questions that you didn't put in the chat? Go for it, Christine.
Right, hi everybody. It's a fantastic job you're doing, and I do remember the Rat Pit many years ago. I'm one of these rare people who are not on Facebook or social media, and this is the very first I've heard about it. So I'm sure I'm not on my own and unique. So maybe there's just something else you need to do. I mean, obviously,
absolutely.
I will tell people now, because word of mouth is the best thing.
Yeah,
better than any advertising you can get. But like I say, I didn't know, and it sounds fantastic.
Thank you.
We've literally this morning had all the windows replaced. For those of you that have been past, they had horrible frosted windows at the front, and we've now got beautiful clear glass so we can see out and people can see in. So that's happened this morning, again, so that hopefully people can see in and see what we're doing. We've got banners all over the building at the moment, haven't we?
Yeah, and I suppose at the very start for us, when we first moved into the building, it was
Never been
predominantly just going to be a home for our kids to do musical theatre from. It's only kind of as time's gone on that we've decided we're going to make it something a bit bigger and a bit more special. And social media has just played the fullest part in all of that.
Yeah.
But absolutely, you're absolutely right. We do need to get out there, but I suppose it's finding somebody. We're not very technically minded in terms of websites and stuff like that. But
you need to be marketed, don't you? Really?
absolutely. So yeah, you're absolutely right. We'll get an advert out there for somebody to come and give us a hand with publicity, I suppose.
We
Yeah.
get all the children to troll Romley, Woodley, and Bredbury with leaflets.
Yeah, we could do
We've got
that.
130 of them. We'll do that.
Well,
Leaflet
yeah.
box. Yeah.
Not very cheap, and I know social media is a lot cheaper. But yeah, I feel you probably are missing out. With all
Yeah.
these people.
Thank you. Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
definitely
thank you for that.
look into that. Thank you, and thanks for spreading the word for us as well.
I will
That's really
do.
kind and helpful. Thank you. I think somebody just asked if we have bought the building. No, we are renting it. We've got it on initially a 5-year lease, but our landlord is great and he's not going to be selling up anytime soon after that. So potentially we're going to be here for a very, very long time.
Good.
Hopefully.
I've got a question for you.
Yeah, hiya.
Where are you actually situated? I'm not sure.
So we're at the bottom of Lower Bents Lane. So
Opposite the petrol station.
opposite the SO petrol station, yeah.
Yeah,
On the
I think
corner.
Yes.
There's a car park at the front and there's another car park at the side, if you like, as well. So plenty of parking.
I see. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Welcome.
I'm not going to take it personally either that you didn't bring refreshments to the vaccine clinic the day I was there.
Oh, do you know,
Sorry about
we
that.
took refreshments over to the vaccine clinic probably 4 or 5 times. You should have tipped us off that you were there.
I can't have special treatment.
If you'd have tipped us off, we'd have brought you a coffee over.
Yeah, I'd have brought you one of our famous chocolate brownies as well.
Yeah, they are a bit legendary now. We can't make them quick enough.
Fabulous. Anybody else got any other questions or suggestions at this point based on what Mike and Tracy have said? I don't know if you saw at the beginning as well, to you both. I've recorded it because a couple of the group members messaged this morning said they couldn't make it, so I'm going to send it round.
Brilliant.
Great.
And then at our next catch up, we're going to talk about how we can help you all.
Amazing.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Go for it, David.
Just a quick one. I mean, as you know, Dan, there's this thing about the community mapping. Would it qualify for community mapping?
Definitely.
So
I'm going to send.
Community mapping is, well, effectively, it almost does a website for you. And you don't have to be too technically minded. In fact, I think Dan would send you a link, and hopefully, Dan, there's a video coming out of an introductory session as to how to get going with it.
Oh, amazing.
That sounds
We'll
good.
definitely look at that. Thank you.
Yeah,
Well, what else can I say? Yeah, just
yeah, that sounds great.
Thank you.